So, Andrew, I've got an offensive question for you.
Ooh, we love offensive questions here at Tech Talks.
When did the church become a karaoke bar?
Whoa, you went there.
Hang on a second. That's a loaded question.
Stuart, what would lead you to believe that church has just become a karaoke bar?
I mean, you asked me to ask you.
I have one word for you folks. Tracks. All right?
Oh, we are just offending people left and right.
But seriously, when did church become a karaoke bar? What I mean by that is every church you walk into got to have tracks. That's every single worship leader. Got to have tracks.
We don't have a band yet, but
yeah,
we
got to
have
tracks.
We've got to have it.
They're all rolling out, getting subscriptions to track services, getting the iPad set up, and you can go find 1,000 videos on how to set up a perfect tracks rig for your church. And I'm not here to say like tracks are a bad thing.
No, they can definitely add in the right.
They can be really cool.
You know.
And I don't even want to dog on that little church that's like, well, we don't have any musicians. All we can do is afford tracks. I get it. But that's a very niche scenario, and I still would even challenge that person to ask themselves, well, does somebody in your church play guitar or piano?
Yeah, anything.
Because I think it would be more authentic. And here's what I mean. Okay, I know you're all good Christians. None of you go to karaoke bars. But let's pretend that you've been to a karaoke bar. When is the last time you were sitting in a karaoke bar and you asked yourself, or sorry, let me rephrase that. Imagine the last time you were sitting in a karaoke bar and you heard some Joe Schmo singing Don't Stop Believin'.
Yeah.
Okay? And you thought to yourself,
I can picture it.
You said, man, this is so much better than if I was listening to Journey play the song live.
I'm so glad there's no real musicians here.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's just all tracks and
you have never thought that in your life. You have never thought that a karaoke performance was better than the real thing. And that's what I'm trying to get at, is it feels like a lot of churches have become so much about the tracks. It's all about the tracks. And I just want you to ask yourself a philosophical question. Is it better because of that? Because in a lot of cases, you might be making more of that karaoke bar experience than you realize.
Yeah, I mean, we got a keyboard on stage and we got an acoustic guitar, but we've got electric guitars in the tracks. We've got drums. We've got pads. We've got it all.
You're not fooling anybody.
We're trying to sound like the latest song on the radio.
Sure.
Like, you know, but it's weird.
I mean, I've even seen churches where the people are holding instruments that aren't even plugged in.
Yeah.
I don't know. You do you. I'm not here to tell you otherwise, but what I do think is a lot more teams should challenge themselves to use less tracks. That's more so what I'm advocating. If you are going to use tracks, does it have to be everything from the album?
Yes.
Could we strip some things out?
Yeah.
And even maybe not just because you could play it live, but like just asking yourself, could we just take some noise out of this confusion?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times what I see is the whole church is up there, even a church that has an entirely full band, 2 electric guitars, 2 keyboard players, 5 vocalists, and they will run the tracks with every single fader in the track app up.
Yeah.
Every single sound. And then the crazy thing to me is they'll run that out of 1 channel to the soundboard.
Yeah.
So now as a sound tech, I'm mixing. I have 28 channels of band. And then I have this 1 channel labeled tracks.
Of another 28 channels
and
of band.
It's 28 channels being shoved down 1 mono channel.
Yeah.
And it just sounds like noise. Like, I get when people want to run background pads, and I even get if you like to run a click, it helps your band feel more comfortable or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. But, like, why would we try to shove all of this beautifully mastered track, all 28 channels of it, down 1 single channel, and then try to blend that with our band who's playing the exact same parts?
Yeah.
I just think it's nonsense, and it creates a lot of confusion. And
yeah, or you're a small setting, and you don't have a whole lot, and you're creating all this craziness, and this could be a rabbit hole. But do you even really need in-ears at that point? Do we even really need a sound system at that point?
But and that's just it. Like, tracks add so many layers of things.
Yeah.
Now I need a click track, so now I need in-ears, so now I need a digital soundboard so everyone can controller, or we need personal mixers. And sometimes you don't need to do it.
Yeah, some of the best worship settings I've ever been in, there is no PA system. It's an acoustic guitar, and the acoustic guitar might not even be in tune.
Mm-hmm. And that's not to say like y'all need to go sell your tracks rigs, although I think you should. But but no, like just we love to talk about the human experience. We like to talk about philosophical questions, and that's all I'm challenging you to do. Like, ask yourself, is the tracks really adding to the experience? Is there something we could do to make it even better? Maybe just taking some of the noise out of it.
And of course, you can't generalize churches.
Yeah, they're
in the
all
music.
unique.
They're wildly different. We're just proposing.
Let's think about how we use it.
Yeah.
Let's try not to have a karaoke bar on Sunday morning.